Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, December 20th. Coach Rain, good morning. Patty, good morning. Are we night owls or early risers, right? Well, I am definitely an early riser. I've never been a night owl. I did stay up all night a few nights for all night bowling when I was a kid, and then I worked graveyard in my 20s where I started at 9:30 p.m. and then didn't get off till 7, and then same thing in the casino business. I did that till I was like 32, 33. Ever since then, I've been going to bed early. I can't stay up late. Magooch, good morning. Driving 11 hours already to New York, another 7 to go. Damn. That's 18 hours. That's about how long it takes to get from here to Vegas. Because we took a road trip to Vegas one year. We rented a van, and I did most of the driving on the way back just because I wanted to get home. We left at sometime, I think, in the afternoon, and then we got home in the morning the next day. Long drive. Be safe. Did you pack your winter clothes? 37 in North Carolina. Damn. Yep. Sweet Tea, good morning. I've been up since your show yesterday. Damn. Holy cow. Dang. You must be exhausted. Well, I was right there with you yesterday because I might as well have been sitting in the car staring at the road because it was slow yesterday at this event that I was at. I could have just went to my normal spot, paid $25 and made twice as much money. I pay $175 for 2 days, and I don't know why I do this to myself sometimes. You're supposed to live and learn, not live and repeat the same stupid. I need to learn to say no to certain people, I think. Either you get it or you don't when it comes to running an event. You can be a great person, and they are great people. I don't think they just don't understand how to drive traffic to an event. So I can only support for so long. I want to, that's one thing I want to work on the next couple of years is becoming an event coordinator. I want to be the one running the event, not just signing up for the event. Because I've been to all these events and I see what they do and what they don't do, what works and what doesn't work. And I think I could do it better. I really do. So I'm going to try. It's just a matter of finding the right place at the right time. And then getting enough vendors together to put some, to make it work. But I think I can do it. Let's see here. Sweet Tea, good morning. I don't know if I said good morning to you. Tommy, good morning. Magooch, may St. Francis of Rome watch over you, patron saint of travelers. Okay. Just me and Magooch in the car. Damn. You're driving up there solo? That's insane. Yeah, be safe. No way I could do that. I'd already be asleep. I was with an event coordinator last night. It's rewarding. Yeah, no, that's definitely what I want to do. And I don't even want to make any money off of it. I mean, I know there's a lot of event coordinators that, I don't even know how the profit works. I just want to take all the money and put it back into the event because it takes, in order to drive traffic to an event, like these Christmas events, for example, the one I did yesterday, there's no reason for anybody to come to this place. It's just, I love those people. I don't want to knock them. It's a busy time of year and I'm just wasting my time. I'm just completely wasting my time. Even today, I'm going to be wasting my time. I'm going to make like $200 or $300. I should be making 10 times that. I'm just not doing it right. So and I did an event last week where they had custom Christmas trees, custom decorated Christmas trees, 3 of them. And then they had 4 different vacation packages. like one of them was like a 2-night stay in this really nice hotel that's in downtown Tacoma, if there's such a thing in Tacoma, and then a gift card to a restaurant, and then a sauna thing, like a pedicure type thing. All that was one package. There was 4 packages like that. A trip to the ocean, blah, 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 right? And so you buy raffle tickets, one for $1. You get like, I think you get 16 of them for $10 and 40 for 20. And then you put the tickets in the separate boxes for whatever you want. Like if you want to go for the Seahawk decorated Christmas tree, you put your tickets in that box. And you can put the tickets in, you can mix it up. You can put them in all the boxes if you want to. And then they did the drawing for it. And the thing that guy got wrong is they waited till the end to do the drawing. And you can't do that. Like on my event, I'm going to have the drawing. I'm going to have a drawing like in the first hour. And then I'm going to have drawings all throughout the day. That's what brings people there. What they did get right is they had jinglers. They have these old ladies that come with these really cool bells. And they did like these, they set up on stage and they did this jingle. Everybody came and congregated for that. People came specifically to watch them. They had the Ording High School choir come out and sing. And a bunch of people came out specifically to watch them sing. And they all bought stuff. So there right there is 3 different reasons for people to come to that event. That's what you need, stuff like that. So, straight through, me and Magooch, the cat, and the passenger. Damn. Right on. Well, I bet that cat's living its best life right now. He's killing it. He's putting all of his ideas into reality. That's awesome, Tommy. I would love to talk to him or just kind of figure out, like, because I know, like, there's a lot of money in it. If you're a big timer, like some of these bigger events where there's, say, 140 vendors, like the farmer market, and the one I was at was only $50 a week, but some of them are, say $100 a week plus 10% of your sales. So imagine what 10% of the sales of 140 vendors is every week. It's a huge amount of money. You're talking a huge amount of money. So I don't know exactly how that works. Like, obviously that's got to be, those bigger events, I'm sure that, who knows how that fucking ran. I don't even know if I'd want to go that high. I'm going to be listening but not chatting. Less than 1 hour to go to work. Working both nights this weekend. Right on. Grind it out, sweet tea. You're always working. You are a hard-working woman. That is for sure. A good example for a lot of people that are out there doing nothing and complaining. Stephen Mornell, good morning, sir. Yeah, lots of coffee. Well, you'd probably have to even be careful on the coffee for that long because you'd crash. But some people can do it. I mean, obviously, Magooch is one of those people. Let's see here. Early rising is much healthier. Yes, I agree. Now, I'm an extremely early riser, and I do end up going back to bed a lot of days. Although today, I don't know how that's going to play out because right after this, I'm going to. What was my plan? I have a plan, and I can't even think straight now. From 4 to 6 until the store opens up to get the strawberries. I was going to do something. What the hell was? Oh yeah, cheesecakes. I'm going to make huckleberry cheesecakes and I don't know what else. Another type of cheesecake because I'm out of cheesecakes. I made like 150 cheesecakes not too long. I ended up throwing a bunch of them away though. So I didn't sell all of them, but I sold a decent amount of them. I've been up since 1 a.m. My sleeping patterns are terrible. Same, Stephen. I don't consider my sleeping patterns terrible anymore. It's just me. But it's definitely not for a 9 to 5er. A 9 to 5er could not live like me when it comes to sleep. And I do take naps a lot of times during the day. Like when I watch when I watch my granddaughter, I got to take a little nap before I go pick her up, because talk about high concentration, high energy. You can't be sluggish with a 3-year-old, a three-nager. You got to be on your A game. Papa Jason, tell me an adventure story, and we're going to get this. We got to go here. How come the Halloween store's still not open? I mean, and if you don't answer, all hell breaks loose. You know what I mean? You have to. She's as sharp as a tack, because she's my granddaughter, I guess. The underboss is the hardest worker in the organization. Yeah, yes, she is. It's a great idea. I think you would be good at it. Yeah, thank you, Patty. 4 a.m. and coughing. Yep, it's our favorite thing to do. Although I think that the coffee, like anything else, everything else in this country is we could be getting a lot better quality coffee. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. I go when I fill the tank. I know you like Sports Osada, but starting yesterday to January 14th with all the bowl games in that film. I know you like Sports Osada, but starting yesterday to January 14th with all the bowl games in NFL and CBB. Yeah. I'm not sure. So with sports, I don't watch sports. I love talking with Thindu about sports, and sports betting just fascinates me, just the whole aspect of it, but I personally don't put any money into gambling or anything like that, or in watching sports. I don't watch sports at all. Never. I don't even watch the Seahawks. I look on Facebook. So sorry if I'm kind of going off on a tangent there. I don't really understand the question. I know you like Sports Osada, but starting yesterday, January 14th. Yeah, it's going to be nothing but sports, right? And you know what? My roommate, Kyle, he'll shake this whole house. He's a big dude, and he's a security guard. And he's from North Carolina, believe it or not. And he takes sports seriously like nobody's business. He can't even talk. He'll start screaming, and you'll hear shit like getting thrown around, and he runs out of breath. He's in there trying to scream, and he can't, because he's out of breath. He's like, oh. I'm like, oh my God, dude. I feel like going knocking on the door, like, you all right? I've been going since Osada's show yesterday was on air. Damn. Yeah. The farm all day and then in the car for 18 hours, and I'm a sick person. Well, that it takes being a sick person to achieve greatness sometimes, right? Magooch, I mean, we all do it. I mean, Tommy's been live 300 and something days in a row. I do a show, not every day, but most days at 2:00 in the morning, my time. And still find time to work in the kitchen and babysit and go out and sell. And yeah, we all, we're all maniacs in our own little way. Lots of sports every day, and it's what I do being retired. Okay, Stephen. Yeah. So for you, this has got to be heaven. For you and Thindu and a lot of other people, and Kyle, my roommate, it's got to be heaven. I get it. And I was once, see, with me, I never played any of those sports. I played baseball 1 year, and I took a hard ball to the leg, and when I got to first base, as I was limping out there, the first baseman said to me, "Nice hit." And I thought about it for a second, because I didn't get a hit. I got hit. And he says, "Nice hit," as I'm fucking basically in tears, fucking limping to first base. 7th grade. I'm like, this motherfucking jerk off. He just said nice hit. That was the last time I played baseball. I was like, fuck this game. I was a bowler, ran cross country. So I guess my point is like, I never really understood sports to the level like a lot of people do. Like I know all the rules to football and baseball and, basketball, obviously. But when you get to the point when you're talking about, well, this guy was with this team in college and this many yards and, they lose me. My buddy Troy, like I'll never forget, I went over to his house for a poker tournament and it was in April for the NFL draft. And he's all got Seahawks like chip dishes out. And when the draft started, he turned the volume up. That's what I'll never forget. And even his girlfriend was like rolling her eyes. I'm like, why are you turning up the volume for? This is not a game. It's not a football game. They're drafting people to the team. And he's like, oh, I got to hear this. He's fucking cranked the volume up because, there's a lot of people there for this tournament. I'm like, this motherfucker, man. And then God forbid somebody at the bar, have a discussion, because I haven't been to the bar with him probably like 15 years, but 15 years ago, oh, fuck. I would just shut down because I can't even take it, Does anyone know about sleep apnea? No. I just know it can be dangerous. What do you need to know about it, Stephen? Like, do you kind of feel like you may have sleep apnea? I know it's not a good idea to be a drinker and have sleep apnea. My buddy Scott died. And I don't know exactly why he died, but he was my age and he had those two things and he died in his sleep. I'm asking because my doctor is doing a sleep study with me and I'm sick of the test after test. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Let's ask ChatGPT. What is sleep apnea and how do they diagnose it? It's a disorder where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. The pauses can last 10 seconds or longer. It can happen dozens to hundreds of times a night, even though you're usually unaware of them. There's different types. There's obstructive sleep apnea. It's the most common. The airways collapses or get blocked. The muscles relax too much. There's central sleep apnea. Your brain doesn't send proper signals to breathe. Often linked to heart failure, stroke, brain injury, or opioid use. There's complex mixed sleep apnea, a combination of obstructive and central. So a complex is a mixture of the first two. Common symptoms: loud chronic snoring, gasping, choking, or stop breathing during sleep. Excessive daytime sleepiness, that's me. Well, it used to be me before methyl and blue anyway. Morning headaches, brain fog, poor memory, irritability, high blood pressure. That's high blood pressure that's hard to control. Sleep apnea increases risk of heart attack and stroke, high blood pressure, atrial fibrillation. I'm going to skip that one. Type 2 diabetes, car accidents due to fatigue, depression, and cognitive decline. It's not just snoring, it's a serious medical condition. Okay. They have home sleep apnea tests, portable equipment. It's not reliable for central sleep apnea or complex, only for obstructive. Additional tests, blood oxygen monitoring, cardiac or neurological evaluation if central apnea is suspected. Bottom line, sleep apnea is common but underdiagnosed condition that can quietly damage your health for years. Diagnosis is straightforward. A sleep study confirms it, and treatment can be life-changing once started. So it says diagnosis is straightforward. I should have went to the very bottom. So hopefully your doctor's not trying to string you along. Every time I say anything, they send me to a specialist, and I think I told Tommy it's like they want. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, Stephen. I can't give you any medical advice, and I don't want to, because just to be honest, like I hate doctors. I don't trust doctors for shit. So I'm not the guy to talk to about that kind of stuff. I self-diagnose and self-treat myself, unless something, critical happens, God forbid. So all I could say is I stopped breathing 160 times an hour, but I have one lung and had 2 strokes. So Magooch is definitely a survivor. I'm a type 2 diabetic. My numbers are perfect. That's what they said, so thanks, Osada. The sleep test when you sleep, there's the best test to know. Well, that's what, as Tommy would say, that's what we do, Try to help each other out, Because I think it's something that we could all definitely, potentially get as you get older. I don't know how that works, but, I probably am definitely, could be a candidate to something like that as well. So we are, got to be careful how much sugar you got to be careful about your sleep for sure. Caffeine, alcohol for sure, cigarettes for sure. We know what it is. But sleep apnea is definitely one of those silent killers. I agree with Magooch. The sleep study will tell you everything, and then we'll quit bugging you about it. My husband wears the mask. It has really helped. Thank you for that, Patty, because that helps us. Stephen wants to know how old Magooch is, if he doesn't mind sharing that information. I'm 52. I'll tell you guys, for me, and I know the other guys will roll their eyes, but methylene blue is that was a game changer for me, because I try to do a lot of different supplements. I do, I'm low right now on what I normally do. Right now, every morning I do ashwagandha, the D3K2, omega-3, tart cherry, because that helps with the inflammation. And when I don't take it, I can tell, because I have arthritis and carpal tunnel. And then boron, which I've been slacking on that one, because you got to do food with that one, so I wait on that one. Zinc, L-theanine, and magnesium bisglycinate. But all those ones I've kind of been slacking on. I haven't really been doing those ones. The first group I do every morning. But there's a whole bunch of other ones that I take too. But, and they do, like ashwagandha, I got to have that. I need that one, because when I don't take that, I feel stressed out. I can feel it. I got to have a good ashwagandha. And then, of course, they say that the omega-3s and all that shit's, very good for your heart and all that. But nothing have I felt the effects of more than methylene blue. I mean, it's not even funny. Now, I will say that, and I don't know if it's just because of your tolerance to it or what happens, but I don't feel the euphoric effect very often anymore. It was incredible when I first took it. It was it's hard to explain. It's like nothing. It's like you get these euphoric blasts from the past. A couple of times I forgot where I was going. I was so deep in thought. But, and I've been on it now for months and months. But what it does is just gives you it gives you energy from within. It's hard to explain. You can sit there and be quiet and at calm and at peace. And the second you need to have energy. It's just there. It helps with your mitochondria. It repairs your cells' ability to heal themselves. Something like that. Joe Rogan talks about it. RFK Jr. talks about it. You can get it on Amazon. There's a lot of these studies that have came out that said that most of the things that you buy on Amazon when it comes to supplements is garbage. So you got to make sure you get it from a reputable company. And I don't know what reputable company that is. So my answer to that is I buy almost all of them. I have 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%. I have methylene, MTHF, 5-MTHF, it says, L-methylfolate. And yeah, because I'll tell you, when I grind it out, I'm out there, in the weather a lot of times, and you got to set the tent up with the weights and set your table. It's a process, man. By the time, and then plus I'm dipping strawberries in the morning. It's a long day. I couldn't even handle it some days, I had some events like I would have to stop and go home and take a nap, like in 2022, 2023, when I first started, kind of getting into this. But now I have no problems going all day. I still get tired. I have no problem going to sleep and getting up early. So it's just my thing. So I would look into it if anybody's looking for, that does supplements and is looking to try something new. Trock, what's going down, sir? Sorry, I'm just ranting. Holy shit, where are we at? I'm gonna just how you doing, Trock? Good to see you. I don't know if you have a wrench or not. I can't tell. I always feel bad when you don't have a wrench, and I think I may have taken it away from you, joking around with you last time, and I forgot to give it back. So hold. I don't want you to feel left out. There he is. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get to the X-Files. So I have one more. Okay, go for it, Stephen. We can definitely keep going with this if you want until we get it figured out. Excuse me. Yeah, I have to lay off the amount of caffeine that I drink because I drink way too much coffee and lower my sugar. Candace came across my feed, and I think it was about a guy named Benny. So she's talking about Ben Shapiro because there's another guy that's out there named Benny Johnson. So don't get it confused with that because it took me a split second to realize who she was talking about with that thumbnail as well. But she is talking about Ben Shapiro, and I got a bunch of videos on that. But yeah, Candace, there's a lot going on with that. What's crazy is we were talking about the Las Vegas shooting yesterday, and then I don't know if you guys know who Ian Carroll is, but he's a conspiracy theorist kind of dude. He does a lot of great videos. He did that video on the candy and the Mars family and Almond Roca and all that. He just happened to do a 2 hour and 40-minute video yesterday on the Las Vegas shooting and how it was a false flag and all. For one thing, remember we were talking about how, I guess the story is that guy had he used 14 different guns. But there's so many people that were on the ground that said that the bullets were coming at them parallel. And this guy was on the 32nd floor, so that's impossible. People are getting shot and bullets are whizzing by them from back to front. And you can even hear in the video that it definitely sounds, and gun experts will tell you, it's more than one gun at the same time from different locations. People were saying they were running towards certain areas, and the gunfire was getting louder, even though they were running away from the casino. And I totally believe that. So huge breakdown how they did it. What does it mean? Who knows? But he breaks down like they said there was 2 rooms connected to each other, and it was locked from one side, and he was found dead in one. Although they claim that he was in both rooms, so how did it get locked from the other side if he killed himself in one room, but it was locked from the other side? So just all this weird shit. Very interesting, but it was just a coincidence that we happened to kind of do a little bit of a deep dive into that. Did you see Shapiro in the bunny suit? I did not, Co-Train. I know everybody's roasting him for sure. Excuse me. I find it funny that Megyn Kelly. So if there's a video for that, I'll look it up. I'm not exactly sure which one you're talking about, Co-Train, but we have to watch it. Megyn Kelly saying that they're not friends anymore. I don't buy it because, this is the midterm run. Susie Wiles said not too long ago that she's going to make Trump campaign hard for these midterms. And so they're creating an illusion of separation from the original mega party in order to fool voters into voting a certain way. But they're voting for the same thing. When you think that Megyn Kelly and Ben Shapiro are now two different ideologies when you vote a certain way. Whoever Megyn backs, whoever Ben backs, it's still, in my opinion, the same thing. I have carpal tunnel too. What do you take for it? Tart cherry, Patty. That's what I take. It's one of the. It immediately helps, and you can actually eat tart cherry, which I guess is the best way to do it. But I take the tart cherry supplement because I'm lazy. Donna, good morning. Good to see you. You take ashwagandha too. Yeah, ashwagandha is amazing. Although I'm going to switch back to my old brand. I got this new brand and I don't like it. Micro ingredients. It's the same one that you get the pouch of the D3K2 vitamins or supplements, but I don't know. I just don't like them. I like taking the ashwagandha 3 times a day. That way, in case if I don't take it in the morning, it doesn't really matter. I can just take it again. This one, you're supposed to just take 2 in the morning. And then sometimes I'm like, did I take it? Did I not take it? So, and I don't know. They just don't. I like the company Now Foods. That's the company that I get all my supplements from. They're a family-owned company. So it's got like a orangish brownish bottle. But like all other companies, they eventually get bought out. So they may have already been bought out. You just never know. Those things tend to happen fairly quickly. I'm a dental hygienist. It's from that I can't be on the computer too much because of it. Yeah. Same. There's so many things I can't do because of carpal tunnel. I don't know if it's carpal tunnel or arthritis, which one does it, but like even holding a key in my hand, especially if it's too cold, or like holding toothpicks in my hand, because I hold like a pile of toothpicks in my hand and I put 2 toothpicks in each strawberry before I dip them in chocolate. And I'll go through, say, like 12 or 14 pounds of strawberries on a typical day. Like this morning, probably about 12 to 14 pounds. No, I take that back. I'm probably going to do about 10 pounds this morning. 10 pounds of strawberries. That'll give me about 15 dozen, give or take, 15, 16 dozen strawberries. Anyway, and depending on the variety of strawberry and how ripe they are, pressing those toothpicks in sometimes they're so firm that I have to take breaks. My hands will just be literally on fire. They get numb and then they start burning. It's hard to explain. I mean, people that have carpal tunnel or arthritis know what I'm talking about, but it's a pain like no other. Carpal tunnel, yeah, it's a beast, man. Because and my mom, she had it twice. She had surgery twice on one hand and 3 times on the other. And I remember throughout, my life seeing her, out of work for a couple of weeks because she had because she was she worked for the Department of Social Health, DSHS, for 33 years. And so she was on the keyboard constantly. And so that's how come she got it too. And so she would have to take, like 6 weeks off, and like I said, so that's 5 different surgeries. I think she probably had both hands done at because you can't have both hands done at one time. You got to have one hand done and let it heal, and then have the other hand done. So she did that routine a couple times, but yeah, 5 times altogether. And so that's why I don't mess with it, because it works for a little while and then it kind of goes back, or even worse, some people say, when you have the surgery. So I've just kind of learned to deal with it. I hope that maybe someday that with all the AI and everything that they fucking come up, they probably already do have something that helps it, because I'm only 52. I worry. That's one of the things I worry about for, like if 70-year-old Jason, if I live that long, what's fucking carpal tunnel and arthritis going to feel like on me then? It ain't going to be good. I already know that. Yes. Safe travels, Donna. The blue stuff does not help the carpal. No. Now, it might a little bit, actually, but I don't think so. I think that this is not about, it's not a cellular issue now. This is about like calcium buildup. I don't know. Here we go. We're going to become experts on carpal tunnel. What exactly is carpal tunnel, and what are the different treatments for it? What supplements would help it? Carpal tunnel syndrome is a condition where major nerve in your wrist, the median nerve, gets compressed as it passes through a tight passageway called the carpal tunnel. That pressure irritates the nerve and causes pain, numbness, and weakness in the hand. Yeah, you're not lying about that. And then there is a bunch of different things in your hands that I can't pronounce. There's flexor tendons, transverse carpal ligament. The median nerve. That's kind of like right by your wrist. I see that one now. Goes up into it looks like it goes up into your thumb. And the synovium, which goes up into your pinky. Man, that one fucking gets me on my left hand bad. And then I can't even see what all that shit says. I'm not going to try. The carpal tunnel is a narrow tunnel of bone and ligament on the palm side of your wrist. Inside it run the median nerve, 9 flexor tendons that bend your fingers. There's very little extra space. If anything swells, tendons, fluid, inflammation, the nerve gets squeezed. Classic symptoms: numbness or tingling in thumb, index, middle, and half of your ring finger. Let's just say the whole hand. Hand falling asleep, especially at night. Oh, that's for sure. Pain radiating into the forearm. I'm always up by my elbow. I'm always rubbing, like I'm digging my thumb and trying to relax because I've seen a thing that kind of helps. So yeah, it goes all the way up into your forearm. Weak grip, dropping things. Yeah, I mean, if you hold like even a key for too long, then you it's going to take a while before you can do anything. Difficulty with fine motor tasks, tying your shoes, putting a key in a lock. Yep, we all know about that type of stuff. Even trying to like dig out money out of your pocket can be the most difficult task in the world. If it's cold outside and that flares up and you got to pay for something with cash, I mean, if people that have a severe issue with that know what I'm talking about. And you cannot imagine the pain. And it just causes so much stress and anxiety. Oh, I can't even fucking take it. I hate carpal tunnel, man, and the fucking arthritis. It's bad. You know, I had a really it was cold and windy last week at an event, and my tent broke on me. And as I was putting it away, you know, my hands are just fucking numb to shit and in pain. And I slide one of the tent posts into my index finger, and it caused a little blood blister. That's how hard it slammed. I still have an issue with it right now. But man, that was not fucking good. I thought I was going to have a breakdown. Let me read the chat real quick. Yeah, there's nothing as beautiful as the desert at night. Yeah, that's true. I thought that could be neuropathy. Oh, drop the link. I will. Yes, absolutely. My daughter has a carpal boss on the top of her pitching hand. Could be a career-ending injury. I never heard of that. A carpal boss. That sucks, though. Yeah, I mean, it's no joke. Carpal tunnel is no joke whatsoever. Here, let me drop the link for Tommy here. And these are the common causes. Repetitive hand use, wrist bending while sleeping, diabetes, thyroid disease, pregnancy, fluid retention, arthritis, obesity, previous wrist injury. So there's a lot of ways that you can get carpal tunnel, you know. And for me, one of the ways that I know that I got it was in speed bingo, where every 60 seconds somebody yells bingo, and you got to go along and pick poker chips off the table. And so you're running, basically walking really fast. Somebody else bingo. There's 48 people at the table, and you and 1 to 2 other runners go and pick up all the poker chips and put them into baskets. If there's more than one bingo, you meet at the end and you got to split all the chips up at the table and put them in separate baskets. And you do that over and over and over again. Good morning, sir.
What's up, buddy? So we have 2 aches and pains podcasts.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Sleep apnea and carpal tunnel. But hey,
ever try these? Has anybody ever tried the TENS unit on any of these? I never thought about it for carpal tunnel, but it's nerve stuff.
Yes, and I have, and I have those. And what ends up happening, because I do it on my feet and my hands. Now it does help a little bit, but you got to be careful, because what ends up happening is you will get the claw real quick. It ends up locking your hands up or your feet, so you got to adjust it. You can only do it. You'll see if you ever try it. It's you got to be careful, because you know how intense those can get, even on your back.
Oh my God, yeah, they are intense. If you let it, if you put it up to the highest intensity, you could have a problem.
Yeah, even so, like if you put it on like the back of your leg on a certain spot, it'll lock up your toes.
I know,
because of it, But yeah, no, they do help for sure. But
they do help. All right.
And it can be debilitating, especially in the cold.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what are you gonna do? This is the shit we got when we get older, right?
Yep, exactly.
I'm running water, so I'm not muting you unless it's really annoying. So.
Oh yeah, no worries. Patty says that's why I need to get into event planning. It's the narrowing of the nerve canal. Surgery opens it back up. Yeah, no, it's true, and that would be a good reason why I would want to get into event planning, Patty. You're right, because no more setting up the tent.
Yeah, right.
Although they put in a lot of work, those guys, though.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So
It can be rewarding.
what does your buddy do? Like what kind of events?
Everything he does. He does everything, and right now he's doing seasonal. So he's doing the Grinch on the road, basically, like a whole. He's got the whole Grinch thing going on, and things like that. I didn't get that deep into the conversation with it. It's seasonal right now, obviously, so he's doing the Grinch thing.
Well, I've seen a picture of that. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah. And then he's doing other themed things. He's bringing a theme to a restaurant. You got to work. You got to find either your own space to create themes for events for people.
Yep.
And then you got to post them. Let's say you are doing you can do Barbie, or you can do whatever it is. The Wiggles. I don't care what it is, but your event party could be modeled on something that's desirable to people and what the trends are, or what history likes, or it's crazy, but it can work. But you got to really be into it. So he's doing the dating game. This guy's doing the dating game. It's called, and he's getting a low level. Osada, it takes years to build up, obviously, but. He's doing an event where he's doing the dating game with maybe a C-level actor who is the person that's going to date. And then he puts it out there looking for 3 women that are interested in playing this game. And they'll do it at the bar and at the club or the bar or the venue. And they'll open it up to public. And people come and they have a meal, some drinks, and they watch this dating. Different things.
Yeah, that's awesome, because that's a little bit different than what I would be doing. But that's, people need, that's what creates a community. You need people like him that are doing stuff like that, because that's something, those things don't exist without people like him. That's something that it's not there. It's something that it's their brainchild, it's grassroots. They come up with it and then they make it happen. And when those people are gone, those things just cease to exist. They just stop. So that's awesome that, he's doing something like that, because, over here, there's nothing to do. People go to the casino. Maybe they go to the comedy club. So I'm all for that kind of stuff. I really am,
It gets people out. It gets people out.
And it gets people socializing. It gets people off the telephone.
Yeah.
Which is important, because I think, I had this conversation with my buddy yesterday. He says that time is just all messed up. He always feels like time, it doesn't feel the same as it used to. And I kind of agree. And I think it's because, we always had things to look forward to, and we would build off, like this show's going to come on next week, and this movie's coming out at this time, and I can't wait to see this guy. And now it's 24/7. We have all that access at our fingertips. So it's,
That's all gone.
It's
all gone. The anticipation or looking forward to something, that's all gone. Because everything is now, right now. And you can get everything now, right now. So when you do something themed like that, it's again once going back to something to look forward to on Wednesday at 7 p.m. You know what I mean?
100%. And then when they're there, they get into it, and nobody's going to be looking at their phone. They're all going to be engaged, and you know what I mean? That's a good thing for 100% for sure.
They escape
now,
for a minute.
For me, like this event that I'm at yesterday and today, there's just absolutely no reason for people to be there. It's at like some, I guess it's kind of at like the government building. It's in between a Costco and a Walmart, and there's just no reason for people to go in there. I mean, there's a few people that work there, and then the people they advertise on Facebook, that we advertise on Facebook to, it's just not working. I don't understand why they even put it in there. So I just want to try it for myself. I know I could do a lot better job, and I understand how to drive traffic to these things. So it's just a matter of, number one, you got to get a clientele of vendors that are going to follow you, and then some good spots,
Not easy.
Well, an event that I did last week, they had this raffle. I watched people fill out raffle tickets for 8 hours. It was an 8-hour event, and then they had the drawing at the end. And I'm telling you, people just sat there and that's all they did was fill out raffle tickets. People love to. I mean, there were so many cool prizes. I even bought some of the raffle tickets, and I normally don't buy the raffle tickets. But I was like, shoot, I'll win one of those Christmas trees or one of those vacation packages.
Games of chance are huge. People love that shit.
And the
people love that stuff, man.
They do, and you got to be careful with that because you can't do it for a profit. But it was see what it was. So they had like hotel giveaway packages. They got the hotels to donate the 2-night stay because all of the proceeds from the raffle go to the school. It was the Ording High School that was there to put on that raffle. So all the money that was being made to that goes to their PTA. You know what I mean? So then you get all the people in the community that come out because they have kids that go to that school or they just want to support the kids in the community. And then the high school choir comes out and sings, right? And then you get these old ladies with bells and jingling, and that's what creates an event. And then they had the I don't really agree with the Krampus, the evil Santa Claus. I don't know why the fuck they do that guy. But I would personally have like the Grinch and regular Santa Claus and maybe Mickey Mouse or something like, stuff like that. But that's and there was a ton of people there, and I did, even though it was freezing cold, I made a ton of money.
Wow.
So I want to do stuff like that. Or there's a year-round haunted farmers market here in Tacoma, on South Tacoma Way, which I got kicked out of last year. But they do really well.
And it works?
Oh, yeah. It's probably the most popular farmer's market in the state, I would think. It's very busy.
So they get a good flow out of it, huh?
Yeah, they do. Because people love the haunted stuff. It's a theme. It's a reason to go down there.
Interesting.
Slim, how you doing, sir?
People just need a reason. Get them there.
Yep, get them there, and then like with the raffle, I just think that they should have did the raffles earlier because they waited till the very end, and by that time, nobody's there. They can call you. Of course, they're going to call you if you win, but if there was a drawing every hour, I think you could kind of keep people there, for an hour or 2 or 3.
I know, it's true.
So, do you have a carpal tunnel or arthritis that you deal with?
I have arthritis in my spine.
In your spine.
As far as my arms and hands, nope, I'm pretty good except for the hands where I lost my pinky. That gets a little weird. So,
right.
That's it. Other than that, I get the numbness and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think I have anything. I've never been diagnosed with anything, so I never really checked. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, it's a weird condition. I don't know if it's the carpal tunnel or the arthritis, but sometimes I'll be out shaking lemonades and I'll hit the spot. It must be the carpal tunnel. I'll hit the spot on my pinky, and just from shaking a lemonade, someone might as well have. It's a combination of someone pounding my pinky with a hammer and cutting it with scissors.
What?
And it's
scary?
Yeah, it hurts really bad. It's fucking.
Is that strong? Is that intense?
Yeah. And
oh
I'll be out there. I will have just shaken a lemonade, and I want to start crying, and I gotta pay. I gotta get the money from them, and I gotta act normal. But it hurts that bad sometimes. You got to be that careful. It's crazy. And then when you look at my pinky, you can see these they look like little stretch marks, and that's an indication of the arthritis, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's even right now, two of my my fingers are like the one that I smashed that I have a little blood blister. That one's all messed up right now. So that's why I say, when I get older, I really wonder the condition of my hands. I think I'm going to look like one of those. We all grew up around people, our grandparents and stuff that their hands they didn't look good.
No, they were beat up, man. They didn't treat things the way we treat things. They were beat up. But they just kept on going. And
that's me. I don't have I have no complaints and no regrets, and that's how it's going to end for me. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to land. I'm just going to keep going.
Oh, exactly. You got to keep that.
So my hands, I got to take care of them as much as I can.
They never had these tests and these medicines and these physical therapies and all of this shit. They never had any of this stuff.
No,
You
and
know,
there's
look at it. What did they do? They took a Tylenol. That's all. They took a Tylenol for everything. Take a Tylenol. Take a
yeah,
Tylenol. Take a Tylenol. That is it.
and
All
now
they
there's
did.
yeah, you're right, and exactly, and you think back now, like some of the things that it's just a wonder that even my mom even made it to 60 because smelling that that cleaning the oven
I know,
when
right?
we were kids, she had sticking her head in there with that fucking oven spray and the
Yeah,
fucking
you're right.
what was that
Oh my god.
acetone for the
Yeah.
fingernails? Oh
You
my
kidding me?
god! I'm
The
surprised I
hairspray
can even,
alone.
yeah, the hairspray. I mean, I'm surprised I can even hold a thought, being
It's
exposed to that.
crazy, man.
So, yeah, they say that if we can hold on, I don't know what the exact number is, but if we can hold on, I think to our 80s or something like that, that we could potentially live to 120 because of technology. That it's gonna, it's like 20 or something years from now that they're gonna have it to where people can live to $120. So if we can hang on, they can fix us. And you look at some of these people like Oprah and stuff, man, it's either some high tech filters or they're already onto that.
So where the fuck does Todd go from here?
Todd,
Where does he go from here? I can't.
right? Yeah, Coach Train. Where's Todd? He's at Walking Boulevard. Yeah, he's perfect for this conversation. He would be the showstopper.
Where is he going? He's got body parts being replaced already. Oh my god, I can't with him.
Yeah, no, that's man. It sucks when you get, especially like Coach Train's daughter. Like you have a dream and you have a passion, and then you get an
I know.
injury. It
That's
sucks,
tough.
man. It is tough.
My
Life
daughter
is.
used to do competition cheer. Oh my god, broken this, broken that. Can't make the competition. They're in Texas. She's a flyer. When they throw them up in the air,
Okay, yeah.
or she would be a base. Someone would come down. She would throw the flyer in the air. The girl would come down, smash her thumb, and
Oh,
she's had all of these injuries, man. It's crazy. She doesn't do it now, obviously. She's a grown woman, but she was a competition cheerleader in her teen years.
well,
And
I used to watch that as a kid and be terrified. Like I would think, like, how do they
I
even,
know,
that
crazy.
can't end well every time. That's what I
Can
would
you
think to my
imagine watching your daughter fly in the air like
no,
that? Like I used to watch. I had
no.
my daughter flying in the air, and my son is a wrestler. What the fuck? Oh my god!
Yeah, that's
The stress.
a lot of chance of injuries there for sure. But people love what they do. And
Oh yeah,
CG2, good morning, good to see you. Um,
100%.
After 30 years of construction, my hands are still like vice grips and no hand pain at all yet. Everything else
God
hurts
bless
like
him.
a motherfucker, but not my hands. Well,
God
that's
bless him.
cool.
It's not typical.
Yeah,
It's not typical. Good for you. Who's
yeah.
that, Coach
I
Train?
think, yeah, I
Yeah,
think the
it's not
back,
typical. That's great though.
the back, the hands, and then probably what the knees are like. I mean, the back is really debilitating. And people who have like serious back problems, I think that's probably the worst.
Back pain?
Yeah, I would think like if you have a serious back problem, I think
Oh,
that
it's
would probably
rough,
be the
man.
worst. And then hands are really up there though but you can walk around. At least you can still walk around. If you have a back problem, man, that's because I get back pain sometimes, but not. I don't consider it a back problem. Just
Yeah, mine's not constant. When I get it, I'm down for a week, and it will. It's just something as simple as turning the radio dial or grabbing my cup of coffee, and I'm done. It goes right out.
yeah.
I can't be alone at our age. That can't just be me.
Um, yeah. No, I get it for sure. My brother, rest in peace, always told me, brother, never went back. Yeah, 100%. Uh, Hold on one sec. What's up, Slim?
What's up?
Slim, what's up, man?
How you doing?
Doing good. Doing good. How y'all doing this morning?
Good.
How
We're
many
talking.
license plates did you get over there, Slim?
We're up to we were up to 6 with yours. Oh, actually, we got the Oh, we had a hoot tonight, which is good. Suzanne, we had yours, and we had a good laugh with the six, and put Suzanne sent one, and she got all embarrassed, and she's like, "What size
Oh, it's
is that
nice.
one?" It's like, and we had it. We laughed. I was like, "Oh shit! Well, I guess I'll
Oh,
just put all the other license plates on front of this one." But yeah,
look,
Suzanne sent one
she
That's
got a full
awesome.
size.
tonight. I just got it. Yeah, the full size
She
one.
got a
Yeah,
full size one. We got
yeah,
minis. Oh my God, look at that. That is
yeah.
great.
She did that. Yeah, we had that. Opened it up tonight.
Love it.
And
Beautiful. See, that's
yeah,
nice.
so I got I
Well,
think
whoever lives in Texas has to get the biggest one because everything's bigger in
yeah,
Texas.
right. Everything's big in Texas. TT Rad is supposed to have one on the way, and I think I showed Asada's the one that Tommy didn't. I show you that one treats.
Yeah, I seen
I
his.
didn't,
Yeah, his looks
I
cool.
didn't even see mine. I only saw it in the community
Oh,
post.
well, hold on.
It's got the cool font to it.
There we go. Yeah, there
That's
we
a
go.
cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't realize because he put the YouTube in the side in New Jersey. And
Yeah.
that was cool, but yeah.
Oh, well, look at that. That's mine. Yeah. Oh, it came out good. Yeah, it came out pretty good. All right.
Now, Tommy, did you do that for me? Because that's like the first in flight, like the North Carolina plane. I was wondering
No,
about.
no, no. I didn't. I didn't. I didn't. Not specific. No. I just
Yeah,
picked it.
because that is the thing for the tag, like the one that too. Because
Okay.
it's the first
Oh
in
wow.
flight.
Okay. Oh nice. Let me see mine again. No, I didn't. That's just. I don't know why. That's cool though.
I was
Wow.
curious when I seen that. I didn't know if it had nothing to do with Jersey because that's usually because this is a North Carolina thing with the first in flight.
Yeah. No. Hey, listen. The dear Lord was working my hands that day.
Yeah, I
So
must have
thank
it.
you.
And it worked.
All right.
And it started. I like
Wow.
them, and I like since we got there, and then we got my we were at Solitary, Indiana.
Yeah, it's a cool idea.
Uh,
That is a great idea. That's
and
pretty
and
cool. I love it.
Sweet Tea. I called her. I pitied the
Ah, that's
fool.
great.
I
Yeah.
pitied the fool that don't call her
Nice.
Mrs. T. And
Wasn't it her idea, right? It was her idea to
it
do
was
it.
my idea, but she launched it because I said
Okay.
I was gonna buy them. I was gonna buy them for people that I knew, and I said, well, no. Wouldn't it be better if people sent them to me instead of me buying them? Because I was just gonna buy them for people, and then we got treats. But she knew the original. We got treats because I always call you
Wow.
treats.
Yeah, nice.
There you
Love it.
go. That's excellent, man.
And then
See how
you
nice.
know,
How
oop,
nice.
well, one more I get,
See
and
how
then
nice we do over here. We do nice
Gina
things over
D
here,
come
Gina.
in.
Yeah. Oh, she got a nice one for New Jersey. Yes,
And
excellent. That's our. That's actually our plate. That
yeah,
is
and
our plate.
I love the short of pleasure,
Yeah,
short of
yeah.
please.
Anybody that has a house down the shore
Right.
in New Jersey or lives down the shore, they get those plates. North Jersey people don't have it, but she is actually down at the Jersey Shore. That's amazing.
But no, I like the concept. I hope I get more. Like I said, I said one time, I said I'm gonna get. I said people I know. I was gonna buy them, and I said, well, how about I'm gonna buy all these plates. But
So you
anyway,
know what I did? You know what I did, Slim? I took the money from. I bought it with the money, some of the money that I make from my show, and I put it towards that. Someone like you or my new equipment or whatever, and that's how I do it. So I push it back into. I say community. I push it back into the
no,
huge space we're in. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we do have our own little community. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
no, good.
Yeah.
I mean,
the no drama community,
yeah,
Nope.
the balls and strikes community.
yeah.
Golden strikes, baby.
Um, uh, Magooch says that after 30 years of playing cards, 30-hour sessions, my hands hurt too. Well, working in the casino, Magooch, that's not far-fetched because I tell you, like some nights after when the dice table would die down, they would have me go shuffle cards. This is before my carpal tunnel kicked in. You got to go shuffle cards for blackjack dealers before they had the automatic shufflers. Fuck, 8 decks at a time. My hands, that's probably why I got carpal tunnel. I would say that.
I don't know, man. Listen, my mother was a typist for the electricians union here in North Jersey. That was her job. She was what do you call that? Secretary, typist, whatever. And then she was a poker player for 50 years and she never had it. How do we get this shit? When she used her hands all day, poker and typing.
Let me ask you this: did she drink coffee?
So
Yes, a lot.
Okay,
All
so
day.
my theory goes out the window because I was hoping that you're going to say no. So maybe it was coffee. If I quit drinking coffee, that it would go away, but it's not coffee.
No, she drank coffee all day, every day.
Steven,
Mine-
yeah, 8X.
mine's hammers and skill saws and
There you
hammers.
go.
That's it, man.
And she smoked Osada for a long time.
Wow.
Smoked. She didn't drink liquor. She smoked, drank coffee, typed all day, and played poker for 50 years in tournaments and everything.
Wow.
Nice.
He said nice.
Love it. That's my type of I love that. Oh yeah.
My mother was something special. I got to tell you, she would have been a gangster if she was a guy.
Steven, yeah, it's in blackjack, it is 8 decks that they use in the casinos now. And if anybody knows anything about blackjack, they have the yellow cut card that they use. That's called the penetration card. And they use that because they don't want you counting cards. So if there's 8 decks in the shoe, the back card will go through a deck and a half. So there's only 6.5 decks that you're playing with. So you can never get a true count as a card counter. So the casino's always going to win. Hold on, Magooch is adding. We're adding Magooch to the stage here.
All right.
What's going on, Magooch?
What's going on?
Is he driving still?
Yeah, I got about probably another 7 hours.
What are you drinking there?
Coffee.
Nice.
What's the cat's name?
No decaf.
No, what's
No,
your
the cat.
cat's name? The kitten.
Oh, that's him. Yeah, that's Magooch. He's next to me.
That's Magooch.
Magooch. Oh, okay. Okay.
He's in the bassinet. I
Yeah,
call it his little cage or whatever it is. It looks like a bassinet to me.
Nice. That's awesome. I love cats.
Nice.
That's my boy.
What kind of coffee you got right there?
Some regular coffee from Love's. I stopped in North Carolina.
Love's actually has decent selection of coffee. Their truck stops have a decent.
I like what do you call it? They got like 100 gas pumps. What the hell's the name of it?
Pilot.
Cheat.
No, it's 100 gas pumps. It looks like a Walmart.
Yeah.
What the hell's the name of it? Shit.
Bucky's Sheets.
I don't know. Where?
It looks like Chuck E. Cheese, the mascot.
I don't know.
I can't think of the name of it right now. I stopped there earlier.
Osada's working on the chat GPT right now, so he'll figure it out.
No chance.
He's got to figure
it out.
What the hell's the name? Jesus.
There's
Okay,
a
here, I'll look it up.
Bucky's or something.
You pull up at the gas pump, you leave your car there, you lock it, you go inside, you go shopping. There's literally 100 pumps.
Wow.
Bucky's.
Bucky's, yeah, Bucky's.
Bucky's like 5 times.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Osada, I told you he's going to get it.
Sorry, Slim. I did hear him say Bucky's. But...
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Oh.
Bucky's like 10 times. It's like, what the? It's all good. But yeah.
Well, there's flying
Bucky's. Look at
Yeah,
this
Bucky's
guy.
are cool.
I'm doing 85 and this guy's riding me.
Are you on cruise control?
Yeah.
And the cat's purring why? Just because?
Because he knows I'm talking to you. He wants to be involved.
That is
I know
beautiful.
I know you got to get where you're
it.
going, but if it's me and somebody's tailgating me and I'm doing 85, I'm going to be doing 35 for about 10
I
minutes.
got it on cruise at 85, riding me. It looked like I was towing them.
Man, some people, I tell you. And then they probably have the brightest headlights in the world.
Yeah, another one. They're crazy.
A friend of mine was driving from Florida to New Jersey. He got clocked doing something. I don't know. He was going fast. And the fucking fines were out of control. He had to get a lawyer and everything because he's out of state. It cost him about $700 for, just not driving crazy, just speeding. They don't give a fuck. They don't care.
Listen, in Florida, 95, Florida, they fly all over. If you're not doing 70, something's wrong.
Yeah.
95, they do 90 all the time. All the time. If you're not doing 85, 90 on 95, stay in the right lane.
Man, you're coming up to these horrible roads up here, my man.
Toro, good morning. Good to see you.
Potholes and
Yeah. The only potholes you hit in Florida is a low sewer. That's it. A low sewer cap,
Yeah. What do you got, a Sergio Tacchini on?
Good boy, Gooch.
What are you wearing, a Sergio?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I got my bag packed in the back. I got like about 6 sweatsuits in there.
Nice.
So, most of my stuff is in New York.
We obviously wore them as young men, right? Years ago.
What's that?
We wore them as young men years ago, right? The Sergios and the members only jackets, right? How did you feel the first time you put it on in modern time? Was it weird?
No, because I basically never stopped wearing them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went from like Nike to Adidas. Yes, when I put on the new Tacchinis? Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
But I always wore sweatsuits. If I wasn't wearing a sweatsuit, I was wearing slacks or a suit.
Yeah. No in between, no jeans, huh?
No, it's for cowboys.
He's quoting me now. I can't wait. He's quoting me now.
I always say, jeans are for cowboys.
Yeah, I can't do it either. It's tough. I've done it a little bit lately, but I just can't get comfortable with it.
I can only be comfortable in jeans. I like to wear just like my pajama bottoms 24 hours a day at home, but
the last time I had jeans, I was selling them at Aqueduct Flea Market. I was 16, 15. Sergio, Jordache.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, it's great.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Aqueduct Flea Market. 1982. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. 1984, 85.
You haven't lived unless you've sold at a swap meet or a flea market. I did it one time myself. Yeah. It's an experience for sure.
I did that in the trunk. It's a little different.
Yeah.
Well, we used to have to bungee the jeans down on the tables because we used to stack them like 15 high and maybe like 12 across, We used to bungee that down because they would come by and grab a whole stack, throw it on their shoulder, and start walking in the crowd.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aqueduct bad then.
You might break up on us.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Magooch. We got you frozen.
I want him to answer this comment. Check out Coach Rain's comment. Gooch, do you wear the slacks to the beach or the Al Capone swimsuit?
Mm.
To the beach, only shorts.
And do you wear shorts around town all day or no?
Yes.
You do. Well, you live there. I mean, I guess.
You have to.
Yeah. There.
You die over there if you don't.
I can imagine.
In New York, no. I only wore shorts in the backyard.
That's it. Me too. Over here.
But in Florida, you have to.
I can only imagine. It's hot, man.
I never spent a whole summer in Florida. But this is the first year. Let me tell you,
Oh, wow.
it gets hot. It gets hot. It's no joke.
Yeah, I watched that the iguana hunter guy down there in South Florida, man, and I just can't imagine what it's like working in that heat down there. Holy cow!
Yeah.
But they get used to it, I guess. If there is a way.
I'm in North Carolina. It ain't much different.
It's hot all the time there, Slim?
Sir?
It's hot all the time or warm all the time?
Well, yeah, we get mild winters compared to y'all up there, but the summers are pretty hot, humid, and sticky. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys get it over there too, for sure. The Carolinas, Georgia, Florida.
Well, probably Florida probably don't get as much. We do sometimes get little bit of a winter, I guess, a little bit more, but not much. Hell, it was 65
Right now, the car is reading 29 degrees. So let's say 35 with the wind.
Hmm.
I left. It was 80 at night.
Welcome.
Yep.
Welcome to the Northeast.
I was down in Florida and it was like 2000, and we were out fishing on, I think it was Christmas or Christmas Eve, and they were bitching because it was 55 degrees. And the one guy was saying, I came from 30-degree weather. He was like, I left Minnesota because of this shit. You know, he's like, and yeah, they don't like it when it gets down in the 50s down there.
Minnesota's no joke.
Oh no.
I had a friend that did time there. Forget about it. They never went out.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Minnesota, I wouldn't. Yeah, their winters are definitely no joke.
No, a few people that come around here less. Oh yeah.
Crazy stuff.
They get 17 inches like it's nothing.
That's fucking nuts. Just like
Yeah,
Buffalo,
we don't.
we get that snow. It's crazy.
I feel lucky over here, although we're getting flooded right now. But Washington's pretty mild all the way around.
Yeah, I meant to ask you, Treats. I ain't seen you in a little bit because I've heard a lot about the rain, Oregon, and all your way with all that rain. I didn't know how that was affecting you.
Last night when I drove home from my event, it was raining so hard in Olympia. Like, I mean, it was scary. I don't know how else to put it. It was just downright scary driving in that rain. It was bad. You can't see nothing. And it's just coming down so hard.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So no, you're not stopping until you get there, Magooch? Another 7 hours?
Yeah. Straight through.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. That's what's up. Four tanks of gas,
Oh my
6 coffees, and 3 packs of cigarettes.
Oh my God. Champion stuff right there. Champion stuff.
Yeah, I love it. Champion. Yeah, like
wow.
Right,
You're a champ.
Man, that just sounds like 1978 or something. Is what you just said.
It's what champions are made of, right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some rundown you got there. Holy shit.
That's good stuff.
Yes.
What kind of cigarettes you smoking?
I think he's froze up again on us.
What kind of cigarettes does he smoke?
Actually, Marlboro Ultralight.
Ultralight.
Oh, those are good.
Ultralight.
Good. Better than the regular reds.
So what is the thing with ultralights? What makes a cigarette a light or an ultralight? I never did understand that.
Well, the reds you get a strong pull. You know, you get hit. You get a good hit.
You do.
You know.
Things all in the filter, I guess. I guess it's more in the filter, right?
Yeah, I think it would be the filter. The tobacco's the same. It's the filter. It's been so long since I've smoked.
But you know what? I wind up smoking more with these.
Yeah. Listen, and then if you go back to a pull on the red, you're gonna get it right to your head. You're gonna feel it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Because I've done it. You know, when I used to smoke, I've gone down to light.
Marlboro.
And then when I went back to a red, forget it. Holy shit.
Marlboro Red all my life. Marlboro Red.
Tommy, I smoked. I was dying for a cigarette. I smoked a piece. I lit a piece of rope in jail. I got sick as a dog. I got sick as a dog. I was throwing my guts up. I was dizzy and everything. Everybody was laughing at me.
No rollies? Didn't have any rollies?
Oh, that's great.
No,
make some rollies?
I was in what do you call it? No, I rolled a piece of rope in toilet paper.
Oh my!
I got it hot and I blew on it. I got a head on it.
Yeah.
I tried inhaling it. Forget about it. I got sick as a dog.
Yeah, lightheaded. I guess just get lightheaded and leave it there.
We had Top Tobacco in county here. Top Tobacco. And
Yeah.
Top Tobacco. They had menthol tobacco and regular. And you had to buy the rolling paper.
Yeah, but no more. There's no more cigarettes for years in the feds.
Yeah, state too. Here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Took it away. But you puff on a rollie too, it feels the same as that. It's not good.
Yeah.
The luxury of having good cigarettes when you're not incarcerated, you see?
Caddy says, here's our opportunity to see Maguch's great hair that Fiendu always talks about.
That's great. See, if you guys just bullshitting about nothing, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I didn't even get to any videos today, and that's okay.
Nothing. But that's okay,
yeah. That's what we do.
I can't wait for Christmas Eve.
Shows.
There you go.
It's coming quick.
I got 2 doctor's appointments, a pet scan, a dentist, Christmas, and then back on the road.
Wow.
That's on Christmas Eve?
No, this week I have. I got 2 doctor's appointments. Then I got Wednesday a pet scan, Thursday dentist, and then Wednesday afternoon dentist after the pet scan, and then Christmas Eve, and then I'll be on the road the week after.
Wow.
Busy.
You're all over the place.
What do you got going on, Slim? You got any Christmas plans?
I do Christmas Day. I got work all this week. Weekend be football and stuff, regular weekend, but Christmas Day with the family. We'll do a regular Christmas dinner and all that good stuff, and then we should have did our Christmas, like our finger food, where we like bullshit around Christmas party usually ahead of time, but so we're gonna do that like later on Saturday, and
Do you guys all say Merry Christmas?
Yes, 100%.
I say Merry Christmas, yeah.
Because I was at an event. When was this? Oh, I made a delivery. Okay, and I'm not all high and mighty, but I normally don't do deliveries for people. But I go out of my way and make a delivery for this lady, and I tell her Merry Christmas, and she basically corrects me and says Happy Holidays.
I go fuck yourself.
Oh man, I wanted to say something so bad, but I didn't, because it's business.
Richmond, Virginia, 60 miles.
Okay.
So what's your ETA to where you're going? Magooch?
Long Island. I should be there hopefully 12 o'clock, let's say.
12 noon?
1 o'clock, yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh, you going north to Richmond? Oh, you already rolled through North Carolina. You done rolled through my way already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's like that song. What's that song?
Northman, Richmond, north of Richmond.
I love that song. Who sings that?
Anthony Oliver Anthony.
I'm gonna listen to that when we get off the show.
Write it down.
Toro says they're celebrating Christmas Eve tonight. The newer generation is complaining they have to work on Christmas Eve. Yeah, the newer generation is complaining about a lot.
No.
I work. I actually work. I'm off this, but I work all this. I'm off Christmas Day, and I work the next. I'm working the next day after. And,
All they do is complain.
yeah.
For the most part. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to do what I do, make my shake, and get ready for my show. I will
Right
see
on.
you guys later.
All right.
This was
Yeah.
awesome.
Thanks for coming
This
up.
was great. Good talking to you guys.
Right
All
on.
right. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah. See you later.
Thanks for coming up, guys. I am going to end the show here shortly. Thank
Have
you guys
a good day,
up.
everyone.
All right, Magooch. Thank you for coming up. I'll remove you. And thank you for coming up, Slim.
Yeah, get me out. Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, we'll see you. All right. Those guys, let's see if I can kick from studio. Kick from studio. There you go. I removed you guys in case you guys couldn't. I know you were driving, Magooch. I say Merry Christmas even when they say Happy Holidays to me, right? CG2. Masada, it's the same as saying Merry Christmas when they say, I know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I just, I take things overboard sometimes. What can I say? So I really didn't get to any videos today, guys. So we will do it tomorrow on Sunday. And I'll just kind of go through the bookmarks that I have because I kind of hurried today. So I'll delete some of the ones that were necessarily that great, keep the good ones. And then we'll do hopefully just a quality X-Files tomorrow. But always fun having people come up, the guys come up on stage. So yes, awesome conversation. Hopefully we learned a little bit about sleep apnea and carpal tunnel. I mean, because I personally, the carpal tunnel especially affects me. So some things I just say things to trigger. Oh, I know, Coach Rain, you're the master at that. But you come up with gold too, though. Like Musada, that was you. That was all you. And it's now I'm building on it. Once I get dialed in, I'm gonna have the badass fucking logo. You watch for the Musada thing. I don't know what it's gonna look like yet. I'm still working it in my head, but I'm gonna have a few of them. And there's gonna be merch too, because I want to start selling merch for my business. I got a whole bunch of plans coming up. I just gotta make it happen. Some things take time, and some things just you got to quit dragging your feet on, I guess. Stephen, have a great rest of the day. It was fun seeing you. This was an old school salad ash show. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he can't. Todd works hard, and he's a family guy. He has a family, so he's got to get his sleep. And I know he's been working his ass off lately, getting that place ready and holding those events and DJing, and so he's doing his thing. Thanks for coming up, Slim. Great show. CG2, as always, thank you for coming. And Steven and Toro, good seeing you. Perfect name, Asada. Yeah, I dig it. It's a great name. I didn't say it first. Bane did. I just kept. Oh, was it Bane? Okay. Well, Bane comes up with good stuff too. I mean, 95% of it, you talk about somebody that wants to trigger somebody, like he will get timed out. Like Donna will just time him out. If she sees Bane, even before he even says anything, he could say hi, and Donna will be like, nope, time this motherfucker out. So yeah, he's the king of the trolls for sure. I didn't say it first, Bane did. Yeah, that's funny. But now I love it. Musada, especially with what's going on right now. I will show you guys one quick little video. It's not a video; it's just a picture. Speaking of Musada, that I thought was kind of interesting. Hold on. I must not have bookmarked it. Oh well, I'll get it for the next one. Anyway, we will watch as we close this out. Jake Paul get knocked out by Anthony Joshua, and the captain says, "Well, everybody's finally been waiting to see." Shit, I give Jake Paul a lot of credit, and ain't no hell and way I'm stepping in there with Anthony Joshua, and so got to talk about the Charlie Kirk electrocution theory traveling on. Yeah, definitely. We definitely talked about it when you weren't here a couple of days, Coach Rain, but we could definitely talk about that again. There's a few things, that and the glass shards, right? So there's like some type of explosion. I think there was like multiple things they did. So we couldn't pinpoint exactly what happened. I don't know. There's definitely some validity to that though. But this was last night, Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul.
A little reaction there out of Jake Paul, but he gets caught with his hands down and his chin served on the platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo! I know that's Ric Flair, and he came out not to Ric Flair. He came out to Hulk Hogan, but he's up on his feet. A little reaction there out of Jake Paul, but he gets caught with his hands down.
Hits him with the jab to the midsection, and that brings down his hand. And he already knows he's going to get hit. You could see it. Jake's eyes are on his glove. But, you going to stop that punch?
And it's...
He just put his hand down.
Chin
Oof.
served on the platter for that right hand right there. And look at Jake Paul's face. He knew it right away. He said, woo! I know that's Ric Flair, and he came out not to...
Here it comes. And it's not even really that hard of a punch. But he got him good. No, that's definitely a good punch.
Flair, he came out to Hulk Hogan, but he's up on his feet. A little reaction there.
I think Jake's definitely going to feel that today. That was not, you'll fight anyone for the right money. Yeah. I couldn't, because I would end up with a traumatic brain injury or something. There's just no way, because I would get fooled every time. Just like he did to Jake, a little jab to the midsection, and fucking both my hands would be trying to protect my body, and I would just get murked. No, thank you. The new theory about the electrocution, Patty. Yeah, I know. Baron Coleman, there's a guy that does a really good breakdown on that. There's a lot of things going on with that. The amount of people that are involved in the assassination of Charlie Kirk is just, if we knew the number, it would be truly unbelievable. It's more than anybody can really want to even think about. You know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of people involved in that. There's a lot of people in this country that are not our friends. A lot. But yeah, there's and there was the scientist. Had some really good things on Jesse on Fire. And I've talked about it too. Like in my gut, it's hard for me to dismiss the fact that he could still be alive, because it's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility. When you're talking about this level of conspiracy, when you throw in a faked death, that's nothing. You know what I mean? That doesn't even move the needle for me. At that point, I don't care if Charlie Kirk is dead or alive now. I don't. And I don't even care about Charlie Kirk. I care about, this is a, it's such a much bigger than that. This is about the snake, the devil that is, hiding in plain sight, surfaced for a minute, and we have a chance to expose him. His arm length and strength was too much for little Jakey. Yes. Thanks, Osada. It was so fun today. I'm going to bug you about slowly getting out of the wrist hand strain. I'm going to bug you about slowly getting out of the wrist hand strain. Okay. Bambi, good morning. I did not see you sneak in here. Did I miss your tweet somewhere? Oh, right here. Yes. Thank you for coming. We're just about to end the show. But yeah, no, there's electrocution theory. There's a lot of things going on. There's like the Fort Huachuca thing now. And the Valhalla, Nate is, he wants to insert himself as the expert and try to call BS. I think he should just kind of remove himself because I don't fully trust that guy. But he has brought some stuff to the table too. Just something about him. Like once he said, I don't understand why Candace isn't reaching out to me. I kind of lost it with him a little bit. Nobody should, if we're all trying to like figure out what happened, nobody should be worried about somebody trying to reach out to them. One YouTuber to another. Candace is much bigger than a YouTuber. So that's a lot more believable, killed by an IE device. There's just so much to it. That Camp Huachuca, we found out. Let's see. Hold on. Hunter Biden. Russell Brand. There we go. One more video. This is about now. If you haven't been following Candace, then you're not going to know what this is about. But
thanks, Whitney. Soldiers at Fort Huachuca train for danger, and what they learn here is crucial for the defense of our country. And this post is home to the only unmanned aircraft training center.
The aircrafts not only give the opportunity for unprecedented surveillance, but also the ability to launch missiles attacking enemy forces without putting our brave men and women directly in harm's way. 9 News Science Megan Thompson got behind the controls, seeing what it takes to pilot these planes.
So, that guy claims that there was a secret meeting at Fort Huachuca, and he's seen Brian Harpel and, that whole story, if you're following that, Fort Huachuca. And it's the only military base in the country where they have unmanned training, aircraft training. So there's a lot going on there, guys, with that. So I am going to end the show. Thank you guys for all hanging out. I appreciate everybody being here. I got to get to work. So I'm going to go make some huckleberry cheesecakes. And then the store opens up at 6. Go buy some strawberries. So everyone have a great day. And I will talk to you all tomorrow.